I just finished this book, Alexander the Great. Um, I want to read this. Many have since readily agreed that Alexander was nothing more than a murderous tyrant with a gift for generalship. Today, many scholars see Alexander as little more than a drunken juvenile thug. He was a man of his own violent times, no better or worse in his actions than Caesar or Hannibal. He killed tens of thousands of civilians on his campaigns and spread terror in his wake, but so did every other general in the ancient world. If he were alive today, he would undoubtedly be condemned as a war criminal, but that he did not live in our age. When we approve of Alexander's often brutal tactics, every reasonable student of history must agree that he was one of the greatest military minds of all time. No one but a true genius in a battle could have taken on the entire Persian Empire at long odds and fought his way across Asia all the way to India. Um, to truly understand Alexander, we must realize, perhaps more than any other man in history, he hated to lose. Alexander was and is the absolute embodiment of pure human ambition, with all of its good and evil consequences. We can condemn the death and destruction he left in his wake as he strode across the world like a colossus, but in the end we can't help but admire a man who dared such great deeds. And that sums up this book. He conquered great lands. He wanted to be conqueror of the whole world. He wanted to be greater than his dad. He wanted to achieve more than his dad, and he did. He marched men across the desert, across the swamps, up the sides of mountains, over cliffs, in waist deep ice and snow. He achieved the ultimate out of his armies. He had fits of anger. He killed his leaders, and then he would instantly regret it. He would kill leaders, kings, emperors, whatever you want to call them, and then he would instantly regret it. He really wasn't close to his wife or his mother, but I think he respected his mom, but all he cared about was the next battle, the next conquest, the next lands, and he took his men on a 10-year long march and wanted to keep going, but his men refused. So he turned around and split up his army and his navy and went home. But he is remembered. He is still talked about. Famous people, generals, leaders followed his strategies. And what more could he ask? That in 2025, he is still relevant in our times. So thanks for listening.